Right, I'm going to make some roast vegetables today, and these are straight out of my garden. They're a flat looking turnip. It's a purple top Milan. But I'm going to cook some other roast veggies with it. But I just wanted to show people you can roast turnips instead of mash or whatever you normally do with them. Some people just put them in soups only, but they're very versatile. Let me chop up the veggies and I'll be right back. I've just taken the root off, which is just a tap root that's on the bottom of these Milan turnips, and I've taken all the other bits and pieces. Sometimes in the garden you get things that grow that don't look that good. Trust me, still tastes the same. So I'm just going to clean these up by taking the top completely off. Get most of that bottom, the top part of this one I'm going to cut in half because it's a bit of a mongrel looking one, but like I say, it will still taste great. Right, I'll get rid of all the scraps, or most of them. Now there's no hard and fast rule at saying what size, and I do leave the skin on. We just cut them in half and maybe make them sort of chunks. That's perfect. These are going to be seasoned shortly too, so growing your own veggies means you know exactly what went into them to grow them, and I don't use chemicals at all, because I don't like the idea of swallowing foods that I don't know what's in them. So growing your own food ensures that you know what's going on. I've got heaps of these in the garden. It's still winter, so I will certainly use them in stews, soups. But a very maligned vegetable is the turnip. So are Swedes. People just throw them in stews only. So all the skins are on. I'm just going to get a bowl. To put them in, just do it the easy way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to season these. Obviously, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I am then going to use some smoked paprika. Just adds a beautiful flavour to roast veggies. Salt and pepper. You can add all sorts of seasonings. You can add anything you can imagine, and I might add some other things to it as well. There's just a bit of sea salt and some ground black pepper. Right, have a look in my cupboard for what else I can put in there. We'll actually add a bit of that. A little bit of garlic powder, it's not going to hurt. So I'm just going to put that in as well. Finish off with some dried parsley flakes. That a bit of a stir. Try and make sure you can coat all your veggies when you roast them like this. A little bit of olive oil. Put them in the pan. Right, that's the turnip taken care of. I'll put that in the pan. And then we will add some other veggies. So I'll put some carrots, a couple of potatoes, and some shallots in with tonight. This is going to be for tonight, so we're going to have some chicken schnitzel and roast veggies. Let me do the rest of the vegetables and I'll be right. Right, what I've got here to add to the turnips is just a couple of carrots. Just cut them in sort of chunky bits. Cut them any size you like. Doesn't matter, it's your choice. I leave the skin on most of my vegetables. I didn't leave the skin on the potatoes because they were dirty, as in pulled out of the ground dirty. So just probably, like I say, similar chunk sizes. It's entirely up to you. Some people like small roasted vegetables. I tend to like them a bit chunky. These are just shallots, which are beautiful and sweet when roasted. So what I'm going to do now is exactly what I did to the turnips. I'll show you what they're. Alright, so they're in a little pot, and I'm just going to add a bit of olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit of, again, smoky paprika. I normally do all the veggies together, but I wanted to show you the turnips by themselves, and I'm going to cook them separately down the end of one of the roasting pans so you can see what they look like when they're finished. Because when you mix them all up, you say, well, is that a potato or is that a turnip? Sometimes when they cook, you don't know. Sea salt, cracked black pepper, and some dried parsley flakes. I've got fresh parsley in the garden, but this works better when you're roasting vegetables, in my opinion. And I'll add just a little bit, like I did before. Like I open the packet, sometimes they don't want to play the game. But just a little bit of garlic powder. Fresh garlic would be good too. Entirely up to you. I'm about to harvest my season's garlic shortly. Right, let's give that a bit of a stir. Same process as we did with the turnip. And now I'll put that in with the turnips. What I'm going to try and do is try and keep them a little bit separate so you can see. So what I might do is put the carrots and the shallots in the middle to separate the potatoes from the turnips. Like I say, normally I don't bother, just all goes in together. But for people who want to see the difference at the end, this might be a good way of doing it. Okay. That looks pretty good. So what you've got is turnips, carrots, shallots, and potatoes. Just preheating the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 405 Fahrenheit, I think. As soon as that's done, when I get the bing from the oven, I'll be putting them in. Just put them in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. We'll come back in about 30 minutes and see what's happening. Probably take 40, 50 minutes, see what happens. Okay, we're about half hour into the cooking. We'll have a quick look. See where we're at. Woo! Good. Sometimes what I'll do, like I say, this is about 20 minutes away from being finished. Just get a fork and check where we're at with doneness. Yeah, they're going to need another 15, 20 at least. But as you start cooking, there's olive oil through there, as you saw before. I'm just going to top it up with just a bit more olive oil. It'll add a little bit more flavour and moisture. So I'm happy to put back in the oven for about another 15, 20. We'll come back and see the finished product. Right, it's been about 50 minutes. Let's check again. Oh, great. Get that nice sizzle happening. Let's have a look. Oh, they're pretty good. They're very good. I'm going to do a taste test. Right. Let's taste the little bugger. This is roasted turnip. See, it looks a bit like potato. Let's taste it. hot. But good. Well, that was my roasted turnip video for you. For those who've never roasted turnips before, give it a go. Tastes absolutely delicious. And if you can, grow some of your own food. In this climate at the moment, around the world, vegetables are incredibly expensive. Learn the skill, grow some of your own. If you have been, thank you for watching.